am Dr. Vidya Patil, serving as Assistant Professor of English at Government First Grade Women's College, Bidar. I will be guiding and assisting you during this course. In today's video, we will try to understand the grammar topic, articles. Now students, I am sure all of you have studied this topic right from your school days. Articles is one of the most basic components of English grammar. As you all know, there are three main articles, that is a, and the. So, what are the rules which you need to follow while using these articles? Where you have to use, where you should not use it, and how you have to use. These are the things which we will understand in this video. So, come on students, let us now begin with the video. So students, let us now begin with the topic articles. Articles is something which you have been studying right from your school days. Now, articles is one of the most basic components of English grammar. This is what you learn in the initial stages when you begin learning English grammar. It is very necessary in a sentence to give proper meaning to that sentence structure. Now, articles generally perform the same role as that of an adjective. That is, they describe or modify a noun. So, the main function of an article is they give us some more information about the noun which they precede. So, generally an article is written before a noun. So, as you all know, what are nouns? Nouns are nothing but names of person, place, animal, things. So, whenever an article has to be used, it will be used only before a noun. This is one basic general rule which you need to remember. Now, this article which is used before a noun will give us some extra information about that noun. Now, this information may be that it generally defines whether the noun is specific or unspecific. Now, what is specific and what is unspecific? When we say that an article defines whether the noun is specific, that means it tells us whether that noun is a particular thing. And when we say that an article is unspecific, defines the noun as unspecific, that means he is using the noun in a general manner. I will be giving you more examples to explain this fact. Now, before I give you the examples, you all know there are three main articles, a, and the. A and an are the indefinite article and the is the definite article. So, when we use the article a or an, this means the noun which is following it is unspecific. And when we use the article the noun which is following it is specific. Now, let us look at the example. If you see on your screens, there is a sentence which says, let's read the book. Let's read the book. Now, the is the article and book is the noun. Now, when we have used the book, because the is a definite article, this means that the noun book is specific. That is, we are not talking about any book of this world, but we are talking about a particular book. It may be the book which we have purchased yesterday, or it may be a book which has been gifted by someone. So, when you are pointing out to a particular thing, then you use the article the. Now, if you look at the second sentence, let us read a book. Let us read a book. Now, here the article a and the noun book. So, this article a is an indefinite article and the book, the noun book, refers to any book in this world. It is not anything particular or specific. It can be any book and he wants to read just some book. So here the book is being used in a general manner. So students, I hope you have understood this basic difference, that the definite article the is used when you want to show that the noun is specific and particular. The indefinite article a or an is used before a noun when you want to show that that noun is of a general nature and not specific. Students, as I have just told you, English has two types of articles, the definite and indefinite article. The definite article is the and the indefinite article is a and an. An is used with a singular noun which begins with a vowel. A is used with a singular noun which begins with a consonant. The is used with both singular and plural nouns, but the nouns have to be specific and particular. So, this is the basic rule which you need to remember whenever you are trying to use articles, whether you are writing or speaking in English. Let us now try to understand more about the definite article the. So, this definite article generally limits the meaning of the noun to a particular thing. It cannot be used in a general way and is always specific and pointed. For example, if your friend asks you, "Are you going to the party this weekend?" Now, the article the has been used before the noun party. So, here, when he has used the article the, this means he is talking about a specific party and not just any party. That is why the definite article the always makes the noun specific and particular. It can be used generally with both singular, plural, and uncountable nouns. Now, let us try to understand the indefinite article. The indefinite article takes on two different forms. It can either be a or an. The word a usually precedes a noun which begins with a consonant, and the word an usually is used before a noun which begins with a vowel. Now, the indefinite article generally refers to a general idea and is not at all specific or particular. It does not point to one particular thing, but is spoken more in a general manner. Now, for example, if we take up the sentence, "Please hand me a book." When we say "hand me a book," that means it can be any book. Here, the indefinite article a shows that the noun book is not at all specific in nature. It can be any book. But when we say, "Please hand me the book you purchased yesterday," then the use of the definite article the shows that I want only that book which you had purchased yesterday. No other book will serve the purpose. We just now saw that the general rule for using the indefinite article a and an is that we use the article a before a noun which begins with a consonant, and we use the article an before a noun which begins with a vowel. Well, there are a few exceptions to this rule. Sometimes we can use a before a word which begins with a vowel, and sometimes we can use an before a word which begins with a consonant. Let us now try to understand this better. A plus a singular noun which begins with a consonant. This is the general rule. A boy, a car, a bike, a zoo, a dog. So, we can use the article a before a noun which begins with a consonant. An is always used before a singular noun which begins with a vowel. For example, an elephant, an egg, an apple, an idiot, an orphan. So we can see that we use the article "an" before any noun which begins with a vowel. That is A, E, I, O, and U. But the exceptions to this rule are that we have to use the article "a" with a singular noun which begins with a consonant sound. Now, for example, when we say "a user," now though the word "user" begins with a vowel "u," the sound when pronouncing it is that of a consonant, because we use the word "u," and "u" is a consonant sound. So, when the sound of the noun is a consonant sound, so the first sound, if it is a consonant sound, then you use the article "a" before it. Similarly, when the first sound is a vowel sound, then again you have to use "an" before it. For example, "an r." Now, though the word "r" begins with H, which is a consonant, but while pronunciation, the first sound which comes out is a vowel sound. So, students, this exception you should be knowing and where and when to use. Always remember that the article "a" is used before a noun which either begins with a consonant or in exceptional cases which begins with a consonant sound. The indefinite article "an" is used before a noun which begins with a vowel or a vowel sound. Now, another way in which you can use articles is with an adjective. Sometimes an article modifies an adjective which in turn modifies a noun. In that case, the word order will be article plus adjective plus noun. So, as you know, adjectives are those words which describe or give us some more information about the noun. So, a noun will be preceded by an adjective, and then the adjective will be preceded by an article. Let us now look at a few examples. Eliza will bring a small gift to Sophie's party. Now, in this sentence, gift is the noun. Because it is not particular or specific, so we will have to use an indefinite article. Now, the word which precedes gift is small. Small is an adjective which is used to describe the noun. And the word which precedes the adjective is the article "a." Because gift and small begins with a consonant, so we use the article "a." If the adjective began with a vowel sound, then we would have to use "an." Similarly, I heard an interesting story yesterday. Now, in this sentence, story is the noun. Again, it is general, it is not specific. Therefore, we will use an indefinite article. The adjective which precedes the noun is interesting. Interesting begins with a vowel, so we will have to use the indefinite article "an." And that is why we see an interesting story. So, whenever you are using an article before an adjective, then this word structure should always be article followed by an adjective, which is then followed by the noun. So, students, these are certain basic rules which you need to follow when you are using the indefinite articles "a" and "an." Students, I hope you have now got a fair idea about how we are going to use the indefinite articles "a," "an," and "the." Also, how to use the definite article "the." This is what we'll take up in the next video. I hope you liked this video